Hey everybody, how we doing out there? I have a little surprise for you guys today. It was recently my birthday, like a week or two ago, and I got this for a treat. It's the Lifetime Manta ANGLER100. My other kayak, it's a Lifetime as well. I forget the Lifetime Challenger ANGLER100. I had that for a couple seasons now, and it's been falling apart, and I decided it was time for an upgrade, and I really want to be able to stand up and really be able to fish more and have, you know, just different opportunities, right, to catch these guys. So I went ahead and I pulled the trigger on this guy. I think it was like $650 on the Walmart website plus shipping, like $50. It was kind of an interesting situation getting here. Like I said, I ordered it right around my birthday, May 3rd, and we got it today, like the 11th or 12th, you know. And it was projected to be here. Well, I think it's like the 13th. It was projected to be here a few days, you know, before, but things got held up and it wasn't, you know, it got delayed. But luckily, it finally arrived. So we have it. Once again, the Lifetime Manta ANGLER100 kayak. So sweet, so excited to take this out and show you guys exactly what it can do, and I can't wait to see what kind of fish I catch out of it. So let me run you through my first impressions. Super wide. This is my arm. Like my other kayak, it's like a pencil compared to this thing. This thing is so flat, so beautiful. It's awesome. It's got a really nice bar to grip onto on both ends. Lots of rooms for customization, as you can see. Pretty sweet. Lots of floor space and deck space. I need it. The seat, I haven't really given it a shot yet. It's got a little thing on it to keep it from coming up. Me and my dad were messing around with it. The seat, I want to point out, it comes undone. So when you're looking at it, at least I was scratching my head, and I was like, what am I looking at here? I thought I was missing something. That's a few things that I want to point out to you guys. Is this kayak, it's not like a get up and go kayak. You're going to have to take at least 20 minutes to really, you know, get things figured out before you take it on the water. Like I said, this seat being for one, I had to take some time to figure out the seat. Luckily, the instructions are pretty clear. But if you don't look at instructions in the manual, you probably wouldn't have thought to wrap the seat around the kind of like the handlebars, or what I assumed were the handlebars. But there's no handlebars. It's all just like a simple frame chair. It's really nice. I have a cushion that I'm gonna throw on there from the kayak cushion, and I can't wait. This is what it looks like. Again, kind of in its place. Snaps in. We've got grooves here designated for it. There's even a locking to go on top. I'm so excited for this. That's a really sweet feature. My other kayak, it had the first part where you would snap in, but didn't have anything locking. So when I tipped over, I lost my chair, and that really stunk, guys, because it's so hard to find a replacement chair for a kayak if you're not going to get whatever model they've already supplied on the website. But usually there's a cheaper alternative, and that's kind of my name on it normally. So yeah, this chair is awesome. Really excited to use that. It's got little bungees here to keep it, you know, keep your stuff more attached. That could go to the cargo or whatever you want. You probably put these bungee little nets if you wanted to. It's kind of your call, right? As you can see, it's got 4 fishing rod holders, which is awesome. I do have my kayak crate, which carries 2, so I'll probably have 4, 6, I think, and then 8. I'll have 8 rod choices, you know, ways of setting up my rods. I don't really take 8 rods out. I take like 3 nowadays. So it is nice being able to, you know, do that. And maybe I'll, you know, throw in one of them GoPro rods, you know, that I've seen people use. Who knows? Because being able to stand up and be able to turn around is going to be a game changer, guys. I can't wait to show you guys that. And I really want to give you guys a better view. the view that's kind of been my main view lately, that front left, that, you know, is probably getting pretty old. You guys are probably getting tired of seeing my feet, but it's kind of the closest shot, and it, in my mind, it doesn't get there's no interference. There's nothing that's going to get in its way and it's going to block, and it's pretty, yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna mess around with my GoPro setup. So let me know in the comments, you know, if you guys have any ideas, or if you guys would like to see anything like over the shoulder, you know, heck, if you guys want to see the classic chesty hat, whatever, let me know. But yeah, that is the rod situation. Like I mentioned, we're gonna have about eight rod holders on deck. I won't need all of them, but I'll have access to them, which is kind of cool. So again, this is kind of boring back here, but just to show you the space. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, I'll like get down here and I'll show you. Like that's I think kind of, it's pretty good. And if you guys are interested in using the trolling motor, you can have like a plate and you can attach it. There is like little areas designated for it. It says battery, and gives you like the, what does it say? Use 30 to 40 pound thrust electric trolling motor. Gives you like the watt percentage, and this is just the safety stuff, like don't exceed the weight. But again, I'm gonna keep this build pretty light, guys. I mean, if you guys really want me to go crazy, you guys can leave a comment, and maybe, you know, I'll start off small, like in my back pond with the trolling motor, just to see what that's like, and maybe work my way up. But for now, I want to keep it light. I want to keep it, you know, skinny, and I think this is really going to be awesome. But we also have to add our float tubes. These little things right here came along. So, like I mentioned, there's a few things that this kayak has that, or it didn't have, should I say, that might, you know, delay you from taking it out instantly. So they instruct you to blow up these tubes, and they wedge in there for buoyancy, which is cool. Buoyancy to keep out water, you know, all of that, which is awesome. But if you guys come over here, I'll show you guys the drain plug. And it's pretty neat how they have it on the side. I do like that design, because all you gotta do is go on the other end and kind of tip it up. That is sweet, don't get me wrong. However, our kayak didn't have a plug. It just came with a hole. And we have searched, there's no plug for it. There's no real size. It's like that's like a boat plug, you know? So maybe that's what they want you to use, but there's no mention of it really in the owner manual. And there is a little, just like a little like display of, there's a little, you know, picture, but it's pretty faded. The ink's all, you know, blurred, and you can hardly tell. You're like asking yourself, is that a drain plug? Is it not? Like, what do they want us to do? So this is what I came up with. So nice little boat drain plug. I'll wiggle it for you guys. I mean, you can see it's not gonna fall out. I did try using a little scupper plug, but that was a little bit too fat, the wedge. So this is a beautiful solution for that for the moment. We're gonna go to Walmart here soon and pick up, you know, maybe a new paddle, maybe, you know, definitely something to block that hole. But yeah, overall beautiful kayak. Another thing that I do love that I forgot to mention were these foot deals. The other ones that have like the weird little like staggered thing, they are very painful after a long day of being on the water. They kind of dig into you. So just gonna avoid that in general, that whole situation. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. But yeah, without further ado, we're gonna get these tubes pumped. We're gonna set the GoPro up here. Probably my dad's probably gonna wear it, and or maybe we'll just set it up here on the table and have it pointing at us. But we're gonna probably take a tube and show you guys what lifetime, you know, what their vision is. Tubes. We have a little air pumper that we're gonna use to make it quicker. But the instructions are to semi-inflate these. So you kind of want to get it started, and then they want you to put it in the little storage area in the hole up at the front, and then each tube gets a side, and then you blow it up even more, and then the air is supposed to keep itself locked in there. So I'm not sure how often we're supposed to go back and put air in, or if it's a one-time deal, or I don't really think the instructions are very clear on that part, but we're gonna give it a shot. Like I said, this is what they recommend, and if it's a safety thing, we don't want to, you know, chintz out on safety. That's very important. That's why I'm getting this thing. I rolled my kayak last time, and I said no more rolling. Okay, we got the tube pumped up somewhat, and we are working on getting it placed. Used a bike pump to this part. We have a automatic thing, but it was too big and just wasn't, or maybe I don't know. We just weren't getting air in inside of it, so we just decided to go this route, and it's working for us. So we're gonna get the other one going here in a moment, but this one's in there. Hey guys, we got these little tubes in here. This one's a nice one. It's all nice inflated up. This last one we put in there. And this one is already kind of falling apart on me. I don't really know what the heck's up that one, but it's got air in it. So, cool. Let's go over there. Yeah, I guess that's supposed to help me keep up that sink. So, I did what the instructions said. Now I'm gonna put some on top. Snap in. That's where my pliers will go. Put some other stuff in there. Very cool. Okay. Awesome. I'm gonna see how I can go without falling over. Yeah, maybe I will. Coming from the skinnier kayak, it was definitely different hopping in and even trying to figure out its tracking, because my kayak would tend to go in certain directions, but this is pretty stable. I think it's because of the pontoon design that they use for this.
Do like a casting motion. Let me see. I thought there might be a little flex on the bottom, but nothing. Yeah.
That's probably as hard as I can fast. Yeah, guys, this is actually a really nice kayak. I waited a long time, and I really didn't want to get my hopes up. Because I was afraid that we'll never receive it. Like I said, it was almost going on 2 weeks. So I'm definitely blessed, and I'm grateful that it arrived today. And got a good deal on it, got the color I want. As you guys can see, I can do a lot of stuff on it. I'm gonna get more comfortable. Right now, this is a good area for me. I can probably spin around and access the other side. Maybe I'll show you guys some of that here. I'll do some tricks. Maybe I'll like edit that together. But yeah, guys, it feels really good. I don't know if this is like I might see like how far I can go forward, and I know I'm pretty shallow here. Okay. I mean, I really don't feel like the weight's shifting or anything. And honestly, maybe those balloons or those little tubes helped, or are helping currently. This is the hard part though. How do I go backwards?
Moonwalk.
Right? It's kind of, this is what this reminds me of, folks, is I'm sure everybody's experienced it walking on like a log. You know, if you're walking on a log and you're over a stream, you know, if you're fishing, obviously that's a big thing. This is really what it's like. But now I'm getting a little more comfortable with it. This back end's kicking up quite a bit.
Do the Karate Kid thing.
Yeah. I probably could actually.
Yeah, you probably could. Make sure you're in the middle.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, no.
I'm shallow too. I don't want to bonk my head. I mean, I have my life vest on. But this is really cool, guys. Like I said, I got to get a different paddle, I think. I was going to try and use this again. I mean, I'm going to keep it, obviously. Even though it is a little compromised and broken here or there, but it works. But something longer, right? Maybe I'll get rid of the leash. That fish following me. It is really cool, guys. You gotta grab something, you know. Go back here, grab your thing. There you go. This one actually doesn't scare me at all. This is pretty easy. Yeah. Check out the hatch, guys.
Man, this place is just busting, man. And you don't have your fishing rod.
I will probably, the closer it gets to my seat, you know how surfboards, how they have that little traction pad? I'm gonna get another little traction pad so that way I can feel my feet when I get higher, then I'll know I'm close to my seat, because I could see me falling over that way. Like thinking I have more space. I have them side by side. I have the original from when we first came down here to Florida. This was a great deal. We got it from Academy. I don't remember the price, but I want to say it was anywhere between $250 and $350. Again, it really gave me a lot of confidence. It really gave me the experience out on the St. Johns River, and it's just been super, super helpful in that aspect of things. But it's falling apart. I'm fixing things left and right here and there, trying to get everything to work, and finally, like I said, I tipped over recently in it, and it was just, that was it. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up as best as I can and try to get the issues that I know about fixed, because there are a few issues. And if you're a beginner kayaker, you probably would have, you know, a lot of challenges with them. But since it's my kayak, since I kind of made the issues, I'm aware of how to handle them and how to handle the craft. But this was, again, an awesome, it wasn't my first kayak, but it was my first one down here. And I never really kayaked on a river, so it's like my first beginner river kayak, you know, river kayak, if that makes sense. But like I said, I can't say good enough things about it. This, you know, this Lifetime Manta, as you guys can see, the size difference alone, I mean, the length is still there. They're both 10 foot. None is, you know, any longer than the other, which I love. But you can't deny the difference in space. You have like twice as much, you know, leg room, and you don't have that annoying middle part. You know, it's all like one floor. So hats off to whoever made this design. So cool. Lots. Super excited to see all the fun stuff, you know, we'll get into in the future. You know, super fine kayak. I can't say it enough. I mean, that's just the best word for it, is super. It's got an awesome, you know, color. Color's not my thing. I don't really care what color it is. It could be gray, blue, green. I don't really care. It just so happens that this is the colors I end up on. And again, I'm not fighting it. You know, it is what it is. And yeah, I'm really excited. If you guys wanted me to do anything special, if you guys want me to do any sort of testing with it, if you guys are curious, you know, I don't want to be too silly and be like, hey, if you guys weigh 400 pounds, let me know. I'll strap on a 400-pound vest, because, you know, I'm not trying to drown in my pond, you know, in case I fall over. But, you know, let me know if you guys want to see me do stuff in it. I mean, I know that's so general, right? But if there's anything particular, because I know that there's no videos of this on the internet. I mean, there are like a couple, but I don't really think they get into too much detail. Again, they didn't talk about the tubes. They didn't talk about the chair. All of these things were kind of surprises. The drain plug, all these things were surprises that, you know, because there was a few times in the process of getting this thing set up, we're like, you know, let's YouTube it. And then we looked at each other, we're like, oh, like that was kind of part of the excitement of it all, was there was nothing even on YouTube to even reference. And it was, again, almost super top secret. And it was just, you know, cool to be a part of, right? You know, like an inside secret. But yeah, so hopefully this is like, I don't know, one of the handful of videos that are out there right now. Like I said, there's only a couple that I've seen that have talked about this specific model. A lot of people have mentioned Tractor Supply Co. I know they carry them, according to their online. They're a little bit expensive as opposed to Walmart, but maybe you don't have to deal with the hassles that Walmart put us through. So, you know, like I said, really, you know, awesome kayak. I'm just in love. I'm going to transfer my little milk crate box thingy to the back of there. You still use that. I'm going to transfer my cushions. Still use my same setup for the tackle bag. again, I think that kind of saved my life last time. So I'm not going to steer away from that. If anything, I'm going to, again, mod, I think, these little floor areas. Maybe add like more decking up here, like make it all decked out, and then make this maybe that last panel double up on that, so that way I can really tell that, oh, you're getting close, dude. You might want to watch out. Maybe I'll even deck out the back and the areas that I could potentially step in. Like, I think there's, I don't even know. Like I said, I'm getting way ahead of myself at this point. There's lots of potential. That's kind of the word I was looking for earlier. There's lots of potential to do with this. And we had the blank slate, and we had the time, and luckily we're not new to this. Like, this is my 4th decent kayak, and I have a bunch of other kayaks I have access to and other paddle things. So yeah, this is cool. I haven't had anything like this. It's one of a kind, truly. The Lifetime Manta ANGLER100, I think, is the correct name. The Lifetime Manta. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Keep casting. Got it back in the garage. I just did a little bit customizing just to get an idea of how it's going to look. It was raining, so wanted to get out, and plus we wanted to get things ready for tomorrow. We're going to set up shop and conduct business. This is the idea I have enough for my kayak crate. It's the same thing on the other side. It's mirrored. So see this system and see if it works. If it doesn't, I'll come up with something else. But I have the chair set up with all the cushions. I have my little rod holders over here that are like horizontal rod holders. I love them. Really great for creek fishing or go be underneath a bridge or any sort of the conditions like that. So it's a 10-foot kayak. It's really wide. It's really awesome. I have that little super stick that I'm going to start using too. I just didn't feel like bringing it down, but maybe I should so I can start remembering it. Cool. Can't wait for you guys to see all the adventures we have on it. It's going to be awesome.